Malaysia Division. Today, my friend and I will be presenting about our application named OB Lit. These are the content that we input in our presentation. This is the logo for our application. OB Lit. What does OB Lit means? OB Lit means Organizational Behavior Literature, which means we added all the chapters of organizational behavior subject, but we emphasize on chapter 5 more since we only can emphasize on one chapter more. Due to mobile phones and the various feature-oriented applications, students can learn at their pace and take time in understanding things, as everything is just a click away. Hence, that is why we are bringing organizational behavior into an application. OB Lit is developed based on a subject named Organizational Behavior. In this OB Lit application, it consists of every chapter from chapter 1 to chapter 8, but we emphasize more on power and politics. The reason we developed this app is to lessen students' burden. As you all know, in this current pandemic, students couldn't go to the college as usual. Hence, that's why they're having online classes. Online classes is difficult to understand. So, students can go to Play Store and download this app, and they can learn more about organizational behavior subject, which will make them understand more, and they can learn a lot about this topic, which is power and politics. Not only that, this OB Lit application also consists of exercises which students can do to make them understand more. The problem and issue we face during developing this app is there's not much colors or patterns in this application. Next, we did the subtopic and this chapter based on a survey we did. Hence, this is why we chose this chapter. And students don't have to carry their books anywhere anymore since they have the application in their phones. A survey was done among the Polytechnic Sultan Azlan Shah students on which subject they find it difficult to cope with. And out of 25 students, 12 students chose Organizational Behavior subject. Since students chose Organizational Behavior subject, we had another survey on which chapter they find it the toughest. And out of 14 students, 7 students chose Power and Politics chapter. Next, the process of developing the project. First, we should plan the project in a proper way by sketching it out. Next, we got to analyze what our project has to look like. As for like the content or the graphics or the exercises which we're going to input in the application. And then we have to shape the project. We have to do our storyboard for the project so that it would be easier when we are going to develop the product. Once the shaping of the project is done, we got to learn on how to maintain it. Since we are releasing it on Play Store, definitely we got to maintain it time to time. Once the developing process is done, we should test the project whether it's working or not, because it's a very important process for you to check the product whether it's working or not before we launch it. Once everything is working perfectly, we can launch the product. Once launched the product, everybody can use it as usual. Everybody can download and use it as usual.
Today, I would like to present on the objective project. 1. To further improve in terms of memorization and understanding of topic 5, which power and politics. Which this object apps is easy for students to understanding and memorize for politics and power. 2. To attract students to learn and understand topic 5, which is power and politics in more depth by using the application Oblit. The using of application is made to the student so that it's easy to continue learning the topic. To facilitate the learning of topic 5, which is a power and politics, in more interactive form, the using of this Oblit application can also benefit to continue to understand in politics, topic and power toward interactive. And the raw material one is the Firebase. Firebase is platform developed by Google from creating mobile and web application. 2. Screen recording. Screen recording make it easier for us to see and understand what we have already learned. 3 is telephone pintar. Smartphone allow it users to install advanced application in it. And 4, buku DPB 50 and book DPB 5033. Textbook also provide a little bit of graduate for us to make the oblique application. Okay, thank you.
For the app, this is how our app look like. For the first and new users, they have to register and click login. Once login, there will be two things appear, which is notes and activities. When we click into the notes, there will be buttons for chapter 1 until chapter 8. Since we are more emphasis in chapter 5, chapter 5 will have two separate buttons, which is one is for power and one is politics. For notes about power, we have to click into the power, and for notes about politics, we have to click into the politics. As a measure to test your understanding, we also prepare for some activities, exercises for the student to answer. You can click on the activity for the section on chapter 5. Since right now we are more focus in chapter 5, we only prepare for questions for chapter 5 only. As for others, we will update in our future. For the users feedback analysis, there are 80 percentage of students are strongly agree with our app, and they are really feel fulfilled and helpful with our apps. And there are 14 percentage of students are just agree with our app, but they really feel comfortable with our app. And there are only 6 percentage of students who are disagree with our apps because they feel our app are really not fulfilled with them. For the conclusion, obsolete applications are created to overcome learning problems from the power and politics subtopic in organizational behavior. This application will be upgraded and improved for renewal if there are any problems in this app. Obsolete are expected to help students to improving their understanding of power and politics subtopic. For the brochure, this is our ads brochure. This is the in front page of the brochure. For the further information about OBLEAD, you can contact us. This is the inside page or inside of our brochure. We have give our objective and characteristics of our OBLEAD. You guys can refer from this. And lastly, this is our ads poster. That's all from us. Thank you very much.
My name is Divarani Krishnan and I'm from Commerce Department and semester 5 class TPM 5A. Here I'm for give some review about the application OB Lead which created by my friends. From my opinion, this app which is created for organizational behavior subjects is really helpful for me. I think it's quite interesting to have app for a subject. In this app, there is notes and activities for this subject, mainly for the power and political subject. Even the main purpose of this app is focus on power and politics, which is chapter 5. They also give notes for all other chapters also, and for these activities they arrange some activities for the topic power and politics. It's really helpful me to get know about more the chapters. So I think this app will be more useful and helpful for the students who take the organizational behavior subject. So that's all from me. Thank you.